This is the latest in a string of truck attacks around the world. The Counter-Extremism Project reports there have been at least 34 involving vehicles since 2006. Attacks this year in Barcelona, London, and Stockholm killed at least 29 people. CBS News senior security analyst Fran Townsend was Homeland Security and Counterterrorism Advisor to President George W. Bush. She is also president of the Counter-Extremism Project, and Fran is joining us live. Fran, you've covered so many of these events right here at the desk with us. Of course, this hits close to home because it took place in our hometown. Talk about the soft target of bike paths in particular.
Sure. We've gotten much better about protecting large public areas, but the difficulty in a bike path that is the length of the island of Manhattan, it's near impossible for authorities to really protect that in a way that you'd hope. And so people are vulnerable when they're there.
You're going to brief the President of the United States later today.
So the President has the Principals Committee meeting is meeting this morning. This is the national security principles. They'll then brief the President later this morning about leads in the investigation.
So what's the most important thing you can tell him?
So the most important thing today is going to be, remember, this guy was a legal permanent resident. For legal purposes, he was a U.S. citizen, but the program he came in on, and the President's been on a tear on Twitter this morning, frankly, understandably so, because it allowed him to sponsor others from Uzbekistan. Uzbekistan has been a hotbed of Islamic extremism. There's the Islamic movement of Uzbekistan. It was affiliated with ISIS, and this attack goes right by the ISIS playbook, right? Take a van or a truck, leave a note behind, get out brandishing a gun or a knife. He did this by the book, and frankly, it's understandable that they're going to look at his immigration status and who else he could have brought into the country.
What was known about him by authorities?
You know, not much, Charlie. While he came up tangentially in an other investigation, we don't know much about that. But understand, in order to target him, if you happen to walk by or get in a cab of a terrorist and you come up, that's not enough legally to predicate on you as a U.S. citizen. And as I say, a legal permanent resident gets all those U.S. citizen protections. And so